Human behavior, especially when it comes to attraction and relationships, is a complex interplay of biology, psychology, and social dynamics. It's a topic that has captivated humanity for millennia, giving rise to myths, literature, philosophies, and endless attempts to decode the mystery of what truly draws people to one another. Among the many facets of this intricate dance is the observation that men often find themselves profoundly drawn to women who demonstrate a certain detachment, a quality that is paradoxically magnetic. Why is this? Why does the act of detachment, something that might seem counterintuitive in a society that often equates love with neediness or closeness, wield such immense power? To understand this phenomenon, one must first delve into the psychology of human attraction and the signals that drive our unconscious instincts. Men, like women, are deeply influenced by their evolutionary past. Our ancestors lived in environments where survival depended on the ability to form bonds and alliances. However, within those bonds, individuals also sought out traits that indicated strength, independence, and resilience. These qualities were not merely luxuries, they were necessities for survival and reproduction. A woman who displayed detachment often signaled an ability to maintain her autonomy, a characteristic that suggested she was self-sufficient and capable of navigating the challenges of life without undue reliance on others. This detachment is not about emotional unavailability or coldness. On the contrary, it is an expression of inner strength. When a woman demonstrates detachment, she conveys to a potential partner that her sense of self-worth is not contingent on his validation. This is a powerful message. Men, who are often burdened by their own insecurities and the pressure to perform, find such women intriguing because they represent a challenge. They are not easily won over, and this creates an air of mystery and allure. Now, you might wonder, is this dynamic merely a product of evolutionary psychology, or does it hold water in modern contexts where gender roles and societal expectations have shifted dramatically? The answer is both. While our evolutionary wiring lays the foundation for attraction, cultural influences shape how these dynamics manifest today. In contemporary society, where women have greater opportunities for independence and self-expression, detachment becomes a symbol of empowerment. It is no longer about mere survival, but about thriving on one's own terms. A woman who detaches radiates a sense of purpose, as if to say, I am whole and complete within myself. This is not a rejection of relationships, but an affirmation of individuality. It's a proclamation that while a partnership may enhance her life, it does not define her existence. For men, this can be both inspiring and intimidating. On one hand, they are drawn to the confidence and self-assuredness that such a woman exudes. On the other hand, it forces them to confront their own insecurities and question what they bring to the table. This is where the dynamic becomes truly fascinating. A man who seeks a woman who detaches is often a man who is willing to grow, to rise to the challenge of being a partner to someone who expects more than surface-level connection. But let us pause for a moment and clarify what detachment truly means. It is not apathy or indifference. It is not a lack of care or interest. Rather, it is a refusal to cling, to grasp too tightly, or to lose oneself in the pursuit of another. Detachment is an acknowledgement of the transient nature of life and relationships. It is the understanding that true connection is not born of dependency, but of mutual respect and admiration. When a woman practices detachment, she creates space for herself and her partner to exist as separate, autonomous individuals. This space is crucial. It allows for the ebb and flow of desire, the push and pull that keeps relationships dynamic and alive. Men, whether consciously or subconsciously, respond to this. They feel the freedom to pursue, to explore, and to earn the affection of a woman who does not give herself away too easily. There is also a psychological component at play. When something is readily available, its value often diminishes in our eyes. This is not a statement about worth, but about perception. A woman who detaches does not make herself overly accessible, and this scarcity creates a sense of value. Men are drawn to the idea that they must work for her attention, that her time and energy are precious commodities not to be squandered. Detachment allows for the cultivation of mystery. In a world where oversharing and constant connectivity have become the norm, mystery is a rare and precious quality. A woman who holds something back, who does not lay all her cards on the table at once, invites curiosity. She becomes an enigma, a puzzle that a man wants to solve. This intrigue is a powerful driver of attraction. But let us not reduce this dynamic to mere strategy or game playing. True detachment is not about manipulation, it is about authenticity. It arises naturally from a place of self-respect and self-awareness. A woman who detaches does so because she understands her own value. She is not afraid to walk away from situations that do not serve her, and this courage is immensely appealing. Men are often raised in cultures that emphasize their role as protectors and providers. They are conditioned to see themselves as the ones who must earn a woman's affection and prove their worth. When faced with a woman who detaches, they are presented with a unique opportunity to step into this role in a meaningful way. It is no longer about superficial displays of strength or success, but about demonstrating emotional intelligence, consistency, and genuine care. In the presence of such a woman, a man must rise to the occasion. He must become more attuned to his own emotions and learn to appreciate the subtleties of connection. This is a transformative process, one that challenges him to grow and evolve. It is not always easy, but it is deeply rewarding. On a broader scale, the concept of detachment can serve as a metaphor for how we approach life itself. Just as a woman who detaches attracts through her self-assuredness, individuals who embrace detachment in their pursuits often find that success and fulfillment come more readily. This is because detachment allows for focus and clarity. It frees us from the shackles of desperation and fear, enabling us to move through the world with grace and purpose. Men are attracted to women who detach because such women embody a profound truth that love is not about possession but about freedom. It is about two people coming together not out of necessity but out of choice. It is about finding strength in oneself and sharing that strength with another. In this way, detachment is not a barrier to connection but a bridge to something deeper and more meaningful. This interplay between attraction and detachment is a dance as old as time. It is a reminder that the most powerful connections are those that allow for individuality and independence. It is a testament to the enduring appeal of mystery, challenge, and authenticity. And above all, it is a celebration of the human spirit's capacity for resilience, growth, and love. Detachment in relationships, particularly as it pertains to women, also represents a broader existential truth that our ultimate sense of fulfillment cannot and should not be tied exclusively to another person. This idea is one of profound significance because it speaks to the universal human struggle of balancing connection with independence. The woman who detaches understands that no relationship can truly flourish if it is built on a foundation of dependency. She recognizes that love is not a solution to the question of self-worth, but rather an extension of it. Men, consciously or unconsciously, recognize this quality. When a woman radiates self-sufficiency, it communicates that her life is already rich and meaningful. She is not searching for someone to complete her, and this creates an entirely different dynamic in the way she interacts with the world. Men are drawn to this because it offers a type of relationship that is not about filling a void, but about complementing an already full existence. The power of detachment lies in its ability to foster mutual respect. A man who encounters a woman who detaches is faced with a choice to either rise to meet her level of self-awareness or retreat into his comfort zone. For those who choose the former, the experience can be profoundly transformative. It forces them to confront their own vulnerabilities, insecurities, and preconceived notions of what it means to be a partner. In this way, the woman who detaches not only inspires attraction but also growth. But let us examine the nature of detachment a little more closely. What does it mean to live with detachment in practical terms? It means not clinging too tightly to outcomes, not allowing the fear of loss to dictate one's actions. It means having the courage to walk away from situations, relationships, or dynamics that do not align with one's values and self-respect. Detachment is the art of holding on lightly, of allowing others to come and go freely, and trusting that whatever remains is meant to be. This mindset is profoundly liberating. For men, encountering a woman with this quality is like encountering a rare treasure. She is not caught up in the petty dramas of validation seeking or approval chasing. She does not need to assert her worth through games or manipulation. Instead, her very presence speaks volumes. She is calm, composed, and centered. This calmness is magnetic, for it offers a kind of sanctuary in a world that is often chaotic and uncertain. When a woman detaches, she also creates an opportunity for deeper emotional intimacy. This may sound paradoxical, but it is true. By not overwhelming her partner with constant demands for attention or reassurance, she allows space for authentic connection to flourish. She gives her partner the freedom to come to her willingly, to express his interest and affection on his own terms. This, in turn, makes the relationship feel more genuine and less transactional. It's important to note that detachment is not about withholding love or affection. It is not about creating distance for the sake of control. Rather, it is about embodying a deep sense of trust in oneself, in the other person, and in the natural unfolding of life. This trust is deeply appealing because it creates a foundation of stability. Men are drawn to women who possess this quality because it suggests emotional maturity, a trait that is essential for any lasting partnership. Another aspect of detachment that men find attractive is its association with ambition and purpose. A woman who detaches is often someone who is deeply committed to her own goals and passions. She does not abandon her dreams in the pursuit of a relationship. Instead, she integrates her relationship into a life that is already rich with meaning. This sense of purpose is incredibly inspiring. It challenges men to reflect on their own ambitions and to strive for something greater. Men are wired to appreciate women who challenge them not in a combative sense, but in a way that encourages growth and self-improvement. A woman who detaches embodies this challenge. She is not easily impressed, nor is she swayed by superficial gestures. She demands substance, authenticity, and effort. This can be intimidating, but it is also exhilarating. For the right kind of man, it represents an opportunity to become a better version of himself. There is also an undeniable element of respect that arises when a woman practices detachment. Men respect women who respect themselves. It is as simple as that. A woman who knows her worth and refuses to settle for anything less sends a powerful message. She is not afraid to set boundaries, to assert her needs, and to prioritize her well-being. This strength is deeply appealing because it speaks to a level of integrity that is rare and valuable. Detachment allows for a more balanced and healthy dynamic in relationships. When both partners maintain their individuality and independence, they can come together from a place of mutual empowerment. This creates a partnership that is not based on need but on choice. It is a union of equals, where both individuals bring their full selves to the table. Men are instinctively drawn to this dynamic because it feels authentic. It does not rely on outdated notions of dependency or submission. Instead, it celebrates the uniqueness of each individual while fostering a deep and meaningful connection. In this way, detachment is not a barrier to intimacy but a pathway to it. The woman who detaches also possesses a remarkable ability to inspire trust. Because she does not cling or demand, she creates an atmosphere of freedom and openness. This allows her partner to feel safe to express himself fully without fear of judgment or control. Men are deeply appreciative of this quality because it enables them to be vulnerable, something that is often difficult in a world that expects them to be stoic and self-contained. Detachment is a reflection of emotional intelligence. It requires a deep understanding of oneself and others. It demands the ability to navigate the complexities of human relationships with grace and wisdom. A woman who masters this quality becomes a beacon of stability and strength, and men cannot help but be drawn to her. Men often find themselves captivated by women who demonstrate detachment because this quality also speaks to resilience and self-possession. A detached woman conveys, often without words, that she has weathered storms, faced challenges, and emerged stronger. This resilience is an implicit assurance that she can handle the complexities of life and relationships with a level of grace that is both admirable and reassuring. It's not just about the absence of neediness, it's about the presence of an inner core that is unshakable. Men are often drawn to strength, but not just physical or overt strength. It's the quiet, steadfast kind that shines through in moments of adversity. A woman who detaches does not crumble under pressure. She stands firm, secure in her sense of self. This strength, tempered with compassion and understanding, creates a unique and potent blend of qualities that are irresistibly attractive. Detachment also fosters a dynamic of mutual pursuit. When a woman does not place her partner at the center of her universe, it challenges him to continually seek her attention and affection. This is not about playing games, it is about maintaining the spark of curiosity and desire that keeps a relationship vibrant. Men, by their very nature, often thrive on the challenge of pursuit. It activates a primal part of their psyche, reminding them of the thrill of earning something meaningful. Yet this pursuit is different when it involves a woman who detaches. It is not a superficial chase for mere conquest, it is a deeper, more profound engagement. It requires the man to truly know her, to understand her values, her dreams, and her boundaries. This kind of pursuit is not fleeting, it has the potential to create a lasting and meaningful bond, one that is rooted in mutual respect and admiration. In detachment, there is also an inherent acknowledgement of the fleeting nature of all things. A woman who practices detachment understands that nothing in life is guaranteed, not love, not happiness, not security. This awareness gives her a kind of freedom that is incredibly appealing. She does not cling to illusions or false promises. Instead, she embraces the present moment fully, savoring it for what it is. This mindset is contagious. Men who encounter such a woman often find themselves inspired to adopt a similar perspective. They begin to see the value in letting go of control and embracing uncertainty. This shared philosophy can create a powerful connection, one that transcends the mundane concerns of everyday life and taps into something deeper and more enduring. Detachment also allows a woman to remain objective in her relationships. She does not let emotions cloud her judgment or lead her into unhealthy dynamics. She can step back, evaluate situations with clarity, and make decisions that align with her values and goals. This level-headedness is immensely attractive because it provides stability and predictability in a world that often feels chaotic. Men, whether they realize it or not, are drawn to this kind of stability. They appreciate a partner who can remain calm under pressure, who does not react impulsively, and who approaches challenges with a thoughtful and measured response. A woman who detaches is a source of steadiness, and this makes her an anchor in the stormy seas of life. There is also an undeniable allure in a woman who knows when to walk away. This is perhaps the ultimate expression of detachment, the ability to leave a situation that does not serve her without looking back. This strength is rooted in self-respect and an unwavering belief in her own worth. Men are captivated by this quality because it sets a clear standard. It communicates that she will not tolerate anything less than what she deserves, and this inspires respect and admiration. The ability to walk away creates a sense of scarcity. A woman who detaches is not afraid to remove herself from situations that do not align with her values, and this makes her presence all the more valuable. Men, who are often used to being pursued or catered to, find themselves captivated by a woman who defies this norm. She becomes a rare and precious gem, someone worth cherishing and protecting. Detachment also fosters a sense of individuality that is critical for any healthy relationship. A woman who maintains her own interests, hobbies, and friendships outside of her partnership creates a dynamic where both individuals can grow independently. This independence is not a threat to the relationship, it is its strength. It ensures that both partners remain whole and complete, capable of bringing their best selves to the table. Men are deeply drawn to this independence. It challenges them to support and celebrate their partner's individuality rather than trying to control or diminish it. This dynamic creates a partnership that is based on equality and mutual respect, where both individuals feel valued and appreciated for who they truly are. At its core, detachment is a form of self-love. It is the recognition that one's worth is not determined by another's opinion or actions. A woman who detaches understands that she is enough as she is, and this confidence radiates outward. It draws people to her, not because she is trying to impress them, but because she is simply being herself. Men are often searching, consciously or unconsciously, for someone who embodies this kind of authenticity. They want a partner who is real, who is not afraid to be vulnerable, and who is comfortable in her own skin. A woman who detaches offers this authenticity, and it is a gift that is both rare and precious. This authenticity also creates a sense of emotional safety. A woman who detaches does not engage in manipulative behaviors or mind games. She is straightforward and honest, and this allows her partner to relax and be himself. Men, who are often conditioned to hide their vulnerabilities, find solace in this kind of relationship. It gives them permission to let down their guard and connect on a deeper level. Detachment is a form of quiet strength. It is the ability to stand firm in one's convictions, to remain true to oneself, and to navigate the complexities of life with grace and poise. A woman who embodies this strength becomes a source of inspiration and admiration. Men are drawn to her, not just because of her beauty or charm, but because of the depth of her character. Detachment also brings with it an aura of peace, which is a rare quality in a world often fraught with turmoil and chaos. A woman who has mastered the art of detachment does not allow external circumstances to dictate her inner state. She remains composed, unshaken by the trivialities of day-to-day life. This serenity is deeply magnetic to men because it offers a reprieve from the stresses and demands of their own lives. When a woman exudes this kind of calmness, it creates a space where a man can feel at ease. Her presence becomes a sanctuary, a place where he can be himself without fear of judgment or criticism. This is not to suggest that she tolerates poor behavior or neglects her own boundaries. On the contrary, her detachment ensures that she enforces those boundaries with clarity and respect. But she does so without unnecessary drama, and this balance is profoundly appealing. There is also a sense of humility inherent in detachment. A woman who is detached does not feel the need to prove her worth to others because she already knows it herself. She does not seek validation through excessive displays of achievement or superficial measures of success. Instead, her confidence is quiet and understated. It speaks through her actions and her demeanor, not through boastfulness or arrogance. Men are drawn to this humility because it feels genuine. It is a refreshing contrast to the performative tendencies that often dominate modern social interactions. A detached woman does not need to be the loudest or the flashiest person in the room to command attention. Her presence is enough. And this subtlety is part of what makes her so captivating. Another fascinating aspect of detachment is its ability to amplify a woman's sense of mystery. In a culture that often prizes oversharing and constant availability, a woman who holds something back becomes an enigma. She does not feel the need to broadcast every thought, emotion, or detail of her life, and this restraint creates an air of intrigue. Men, by nature, are often drawn to challenges and puzzles. They want to understand what lies beneath the surface, to uncover the depths of a person's character and experiences. A woman who is detached offers this opportunity. She invites curiosity, prompting her partner to explore her world in a way that feels organic and meaningful. Yet it is crucial to emphasize that this mystery is not about being aloof or inaccessible. It is not about creating artificial barriers or playing hard to get. True detachment comes from a place of authenticity. A detached woman is not withholding for the sake of manipulation. She simply prioritizes her own sense of privacy and individuality. This authenticity extends to how she communicates. A woman who practices detachment speaks with clarity and intention. She does not resort to passive-aggressive tactics or emotional outbursts to make her point. Instead, she expresses herself honestly and directly, and this straightforwardness is incredibly appealing. Men appreciate partners who can communicate their needs and feelings without resorting to games or hidden agendas. Detachment also fosters resilience, which is another quality that men find deeply attractive. Life is unpredictable, and relationships are no exception. There will always be challenges, disagreements, and moments of uncertainty. A woman who is detached approaches these situations with a level head and an open heart. She does not let setbacks define her, nor does she allow temporary difficulties to derail her sense of self. This resilience is a source of strength for both her and her partner. It creates a dynamic where challenges become opportunities for growth rather than sources of division. Men are drawn to women who can weather the storms of life with grace because it signals that they are capable of building a partnership that endures. Detachment allows a woman to remain objective about her relationships. She does not idealize her partner or place him on a pedestal. Instead, she sees him for who he truly is, flaws and all. This realism is a gift because it allows for a relationship that is grounded in truth rather than illusion. Men often feel an immense sense of relief in relationships where they are not expected to be perfect. A woman who detaches does not demand perfection. She values effort, honesty, and authenticity above all else. This creates an environment where both partners can grow and evolve together without the pressure of unrealistic expectations. Perhaps one of the most powerful aspects of detachment is the freedom it offers. A woman who is detached does not cling to her partner out of fear or insecurity. She does not try to control him or dictate his actions. Instead, she allows him the space to be himself, to pursue his passions and interests, and to navigate his own journey. This freedom is not a sign of disinterest or neglect, it is a reflection of trust. A woman who detaches trusts herself and her partner enough to let go of the need for constant reassurance. She understands that love cannot be forced or coerced, it must be given freely. This trust creates a foundation of stability and security that is deeply appealing to men. In this space of freedom and trust, a unique kind of intimacy can flourish. When a man does not feel constrained by expectations or obligations, he is free to give his love wholeheartedly. He is not acting out of duty or guilt, but out of genuine desire and appreciation. This kind of connection is rare and precious, and it is often the result of a woman's ability to detach. It is worth noting that detachment is not a static quality. It is a skill that requires practice and mindfulness. A woman who detaches is constantly learning, growing, and refining her understanding of herself and her relationships. This commitment to self-improvement is yet another reason why men are so drawn to her. When a woman is on a journey of self-discovery, it inspires those around her to embark on their own journeys. Her detachment is not just a personal trait, it becomes a source of inspiration and motivation for others. Men, in particular, are captivated by this because it challenges them to become better versions of themselves. And so it becomes clear that the essence of detachment is not about disengaging from life or love, but about engaging with it in the most authentic and meaningful way possible. A woman who detaches radiates an inner strength, a quiet confidence, and an unwavering sense of self-worth that naturally draws others to her. She embodies the balance between independence and connection, between self-love and love for another. Men are captivated by this energy because it resonates with something deeply primal and profoundly human, the desire to connect not through need or fear, but through choice and admiration. It challenges the status quo of relationships and invites both partners to rise to their highest potential. In her detachment, she reminds us all of a powerful truth, that the most profound connections are not formed by clinging or controlling, but by allowing, trusting, and embracing the freedom to simply be. It is this balance, this harmony, that creates a relationship not only worth pursuing but worth cherishing.